Rowling was asked once if she wanted to be a witch, and she said, "I've never wanted to be a witch, but an alchemist, now that's a different matter. To invent this wizarding world, I've learned a ridiculous amount about alchemy. Perhaps much of it I'll never use in the books, but I have to know in detail what magic can and cannot do in order to set the parameters and establish the story's internal logic." Alchemy is a huge piece of this book. It sets the internal logic, it sets the parameters of the magic. Most of us know alchemy from our first day of chemistry in high school or college, where they said alchemy was largely the stupid stuff that we've moved beyond, right? That's the guys trying to make Philosopher's Stone, to make them live forever, and change lead into gold. What a bunch of schmuckatellis, right? But we moved it. And now we know about SPD and F orbitals, and so things are really great. Well, that's sort of what alchemy is about, but not really. The alchemy that becomes literary alchemy is actually, what it involves is, this is the alchemy that's in China, in India, the Kabbalah, Muslim alchemy. This is not just the Western alchemy, but what's involved in this is the elision of subject and object, where the alchemist is his real ambition, and forgive me ladies, alchemy is almost entirely a guy's game. I've yet to find any woman historically that was involved with this. They were all obviously in the labs working these things out, but they didn't make the books. Anyway, the alchemist is after his own immortality, but specifically his own enlightenment or illumination, where quite literally he sees the fabric of reality as light, and he expects for his heart, which is dark, to be illumined. His means of doing this is to work with lead, which he considers to be not PB on a periodic table, but to be hard darkness. And he wants to illumine it, draw the light of the world or the logos of it out so that it becomes gold, which is solid light. He expects to do this by purifying that metal by several stages, while purifying himself, and in this simultaneous process, he expects to illumine the gold to bring it to perfection, as well as he being in a reciprocal event, being illumined himself. Other things. The quarreling couple, Hermione and Ron are clearly the quarreling couple. Every single book, Harry has to say, "Will you two stop arguing?" How do we know that Hermione is the intellectual and feminine sphere of that couple? One, she's the girl in the couple. She happens to be a brainiac on legs, and her initials are HG, which is, all you chemists out there, HG is the periodic table symbol for Mercury. If you don't think that's important, Hermione is the feminine of Hermes, which is another name for Mercury. And best of all, her mom and dad are dentists who work with Mercury to make amalgams for teeth. Not especially subtle, but definitely a marker that this girl represents Mercury. Got it? All right. And Ron being sulfur, not only does he have red head like all of his brothers and sister, but his middle name is bilious. That's right, which is a word for the hot and dry sphere of things. So Ron is marked as the sulfuric character. When those two resolve, they finally lock lips in Deathly Hallows, the show is pretty much over. Okay,